Today I have another EFT tapping session for you, tapping video for you. And this is all about fear and uncertainty about the future. This fear of the future. I feel stuck in this downward spiral. What if something bad happens? I choose to feel calm and confident and know that it's all going to be okay. Hey there, Marguerita here, founder of the Wealth Consciousness Movement and the Global Online Business Academy. And today I have another EFT tapping session for you, tapping video for you. And this is all about fear and uncertainty about the future. Maybe you have a fear that something bad is going to happen. Maybe you're in a situation that you feel is bad and you don't know how you're going to ever get out of it. And you feel like maybe it's never going to improve and you're afraid of that. Whatever that fear might be, it is a projection. So in this moment, right here, right now, no matter what is going on for you, you absolutely do not know for certain what is going to happen in the future. You can't predict it. No matter how bad things might look, you may be able to find the perfect solution if you get out of that fear-based state, that state that says, oh my God, what if it gets worse? What if it never gets better? Or just being afraid about what might happen. Maybe you're afraid that something bad is going to happen in your future. Now, the thing is that this brings in this very negative energy. It is your energy, your frequency, your vibration that creates your future experience and your future reality. So fear is a very powerful creative force. If you are stuck in fear, stress, and anxiety about your future, your ability to create a positive outcome in your future is very limited. I'm not going to say it's impossible, because anything is possible, but it's very limited. So I'm going to give you a little story to give you some sort of perspective. So I had a client this week who came to me, and she was feeling really anxious because she's actually had just about everything stripped away from her in the last 2 years. Everything that she felt she could rely on was just taken away from her. And I helped to reframe it for her. I did some EFT tapping for her to help her to release the stress and anxiety around it. But you know, when you're stuck in that situation, getting rid of or releasing those negative emotions is very, very tricky. It's like you don't know what's going to happen in the future. You don't know how you're going to find the solution to whatever situation you're in right now. And if it looks bad, we tend to catastrophize and we think about, oh my God, what if I can't find a solution to this? What if it gets worse? You know, I didn't imagine that this would happen in these last 2 years, and everything that I relied on and became accustomed to has been taken away from me. Like, I have so much uncertainty. It's that uncertainty within you that helps to it kind of snowballs and it gets out of control. And then your mind starts to project that fear into future potential things going wrong and you ending up in the worst possible case scenario. And we get stuck like a deer in headlights in this worst case scenario that we're terrified of. And that's where we get stuck. We can't move forward. We can't do anything. And, we could potentially just want to sit in the corner and huddle in the fetal position and hope it all goes away. Well, unless you participate, it's not all going to go away, is it? So by helping to get your energy, your frequency, your vibration up, regardless of what's going on, you can get into a solution-based focus and a solution-based state. It doesn't matter how successful somebody is. Even the most successful people in the world will have had to face some really big challenges in their life, but you know how they approach it differently to most other people? Instead of being problem focused, they get solution focused. They get creative. They start to get proactive about, right, this isn't ideal. I didn't anticipate this. This might even really suck. What am I going to do about it? Now, as soon as you start to get proactive and start to get creative and start thinking about potential solutions, because know that you are bigger than any challenge you will ever face. I'm serious. You are bigger than any challenge you will ever face. When you know that on the inside, you know you can overcome anything. You know that you have the power inside of you to create magic in your world, to embrace miracles, to be able to pluck a solution out of somewhere and co-create with the universe. Remember, this is a reality where you are co-creating with the universe, and even in the worst situation, you can potentially create something that could be so much better than you ever imagined. And when you look back, you go, wow, if all those what I thought were bad things hadn't happened to me, I would never have created this. Because so many people live lives of mediocrity, and life is okay, but it's never fabulous, or it's rarely fabulous. They never really go for their dreams because they're kind of comfortable. They're in their comfort zone, and one of the worst places you can actually be is in your comfort zone, because you never stretch yourself. It's kind of like you get satisfied and you put up with mediocrity. You settle for mediocrity instead of stretching yourself because you're afraid to let go of what you've already got. And as I said to this person during the week, you have a do-over. You have a clean canvas. You basically really have nothing left to lose. What are you going to do about that? What are you going to create? You have this perfectly clean canvas to start creating something magical. What are you going to create? And by the time we finished having the discussion and doing some tapping, and yes, I'm not saying that she's not still a little bit stressed and anxious about her current position and situation, but she's actually starting to think much more positively about, right, I need to get sorted. I need to get creative. And she's an incredibly strong woman. And I know that she is going to create something absolutely amazing out of this. And this is what you can do too. So what we're going to do is actually do some tapping around that catastrophizing, around the fear of the future, fear of something going wrong, and that your projection of what might happen, which may never happen. You know that about 95% of the stuff that we worry about never happens. So you spend all that energy worrying for nothing. And if you didn't worry about it in the first place, look, it's important to be prepared for, mentally. And if you have a business, to think about, well, this could go wrong and that could go wrong. And how do I approach this situation so I can hopefully avoid those pitfalls and downfalls? There's nothing wrong with setting yourself up for success in life, in business, in relationships. It's like you don't wait for your relationship, your marriage to be completely unable to be resurrected. If you see problems in your relationship, in your communication, maybe one or the other partner seems to be drifting away, then you take care of it right there and then. You don't wait for the problem to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And this is what happens for so many people too, is they have a problem and they stick their head in their sand, they bury their head in the sand and go, oh, la, 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 la. Maybe if I just don't look, it'll just go away. And unfortunately, the problem doesn't go away. And a lot of the time it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Then what are you going to do? You get to the point where maybe that problem is no longer able to be fixed. So don't ignore your problems entirely. Focus on your solutions. Focus on where you're going. Focus on the vision that you have for your future. And take action to overcome any challenges that come in your way. But don't get stuck like a deer in headlights in your problem. Okay, so I know I talk a lot sometimes to set you up for getting you into the right frame of mind, to understanding that the tapping is powerful. It is powerful. But also framing these states, framing the way you approach life is also very important. So let's get into the tapping. I want you to start by tapping on the side of the hand and repeat after me. Even though I am afraid of what might happen in the future, I deeply and completely love and accept all of me. Even though I'm afraid something's going to go wrong, I deeply and completely love and accept how I feel. Even though I'm afraid something really bad is going to happen, and I'm never going to get out of this situation, I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept all of me right now. Okay, tapping through the points starting on the inside of the eye. Now you can do one hand, both hands, doesn't really matter, left or right. This fear of the future. This fear that something bad is going to happen. This fear that I'm never going to overcome this problem. This fear that it's just going to get worse. What if something bad happens? What if I never find a solution to this problem? What if the worst happens? What if I can't overcome this problem that I'm facing? Things look really bad. And they could get even worse. And that terrifies me. I'm really afraid something bad's going to happen. I have so much uncertainty about the future. I can't see a way out of this situation. And that terrifies me. What if something else goes wrong? This stress and anxiety about my future. I feel so overwhelmed by this stress and anxiety. I feel stuck in this downward spiral. I feel like it's never going to get better. What if it never gets better? This fear and anxiety about my future. This fear and anxiety that something bad is going to happen. I'm afraid I am never going to solve this problem. Deep breath. Let it out. Another deep breath. Let it out. Okay, how are you feeling about your problem? So I want you to rate again on a scale of 0 to 10 how you feel right now, the fear, the stress, the anxiety about the situation that you are currently in. Now, that should have come down from a 10 from wherever it was. It should have come down a few notches. I want you to keep doing that tapping until it gets down to about a 2 or below before you move into the positive tapping that we're going to do now. So what we're going to do is do the positive tapping round, and then we're going to rate this again. And what's important is that you keep tapping. You know, these tapping videos are very good to get started. Now, the more specific you get, the better results you're going to get with tapping. So unpack what it is you're really afraid of. What are you frightened of in your future? What are you afraid is going to happen? What do you think is the worst possible case scenario? Write it out, unpack it, and then tap on it. the more specific you get to whatever is going on for you, the better the results are going to be. And if you struggle with doing that, then find a practitioner who can help you, because somebody who is on the outside looking in has access to so much more vision and resourcefulness than somebody who is actually stuck in the middle of this situation. Okay, so never be afraid to ask for help, because that can really help you to accelerate out of your situation. And the more solution focused you get, the more positive you get, the more creative you get, the more you elevate your frequency and your vibration, and the more you are able to create some sort of a positive outcome out of something that can seem really, really bad. Yeah? Sometimes our greatest gifts come from the worst things that happen in our lives. So let's get into the positive tapping. We're going to skip this karate chop point. We're going to go straight to the inside of the eye. I choose to trust and know it's all going to be okay. Even though it looks bad right now, I choose to know I am strong. I choose to know I have the ability to create magic and miracles and find a solution to this. I choose to know no matter what happens, it's all going to be okay. I choose to trust it's all going to be okay. I choose to relax and allow and be at peace. I choose to be resourceful and solution focused. I choose to be creative and positive about my future. I choose to know I am stronger than I think. I choose to know I am bigger than any challenge I will ever face. I choose to believe good things are going to happen. I choose to co-create magic with the universe. I choose to create miracles with the universe. I choose to feel positive and confident about my future. I choose to relax, lean in, and trust that everything is going to be okay. I choose to relax and allow and create a positive future for myself. I choose to be resourceful and solution focused. I choose to step into the most powerful version of me. I choose to be the best I can possibly be. I choose to be solution focused. I choose to be at peace. I choose to feel calm and confident and know that it's all going to be okay. I choose to be calm and confident and trust that my future is bright and everything is going to be okay. Okay, deep breath. And release it. Okay, 0 to 10. How positive do you feel now about your ability to create magic and miracles in your future, to create a positive outcome, that everything's going to be okay? On 0 to 10, that feeling that something bad is going to happen. How intense is that now? Pretty cool, huh? Okay, If you've enjoyed this, remember that there are stacks of more free EFT tapping videos in the Wealth Consciousness Movement tapping library, wealthconsciousnessmovement.com. Register for free to get instant access and be a part of my community. I look forward to seeing you in the community. Take care. Until next time, bye for now.